Many people want to start poultry farming in 2026, which is a good thing to have that ideas. But most people, they are afraid, and most people, they are afraid to lose money. Most people are afraid to start. In this video, I will show you how to start your layer farming with a little money you have in this 2026, using real number from my own farm. As you can see in that video, that is my poultry farming. So if you are in Africa and you want to start a poultry farming, or somewhere around the world, and you are maybe afraid of losing money, or maybe you don't know what to do, this video is yours. I run a layer farm in Africa, Namibia, while I'm living in the United States of America. And I will share with you exactly what works and what doesn't work. So there are things that beginners as a farmer, if you want to start, that I'm doing wrong, or mistake that you need to avoid. Most people fail because they start too big. Some people, they start without enough information. Some people, they spend too much money on their housing, on the poultry farming, on the poultry housing, and they buy the chicken without the market, and they do not know how to calculate the feed. Know that the poultry farming is a business, and the poultry farming is a business with number, is the business that deal with numbers. So the correct way to start this poultry farming with a little money is to start smart. Is to start smart. Start small and scale it as you go. Start with a small number. Maybe start with 50 and start maybe with 100 if you can. Don't jump and go and start 1,000 bed, and you don't have enough information, you don't have enough market. So the best way is to start small. Like for me, I started also small. I started only with 30 chicken and I scaled it. At this point, I have about 203 layers. So your focus should always be a cash flow, not the big number. So before you start this poultry farming, there are costs that you need to know, that you need to focus. So let's talk about those numbers. Start the layer. To start the layer, you have to know the cost. You have to know you're going to buy your chick. You have to going to buy your feed. You're going to make the chicken house. You have to have money to buy vaccine, the basic equipment like drinkers, feeders, liters, if you are using liters like the way I'm using the liter system, or maybe if you are using cages, you have to have all those things. Those are the things that you need to put into consideration. Do not build expensive houses. Use what you have and you improve it later. You improve it later as you go. There are mistakes that beginners make when they are starting with their poultry farming. There are mistakes that the poultry farming make. So those are the things that you need to avoid as a beginner. The mistake that people make is they start big. They start big, which you don't want to start big. When you start working, layers start start laying at the week 18, and I always tell people after week 18 you cannot make enough money that will buy you feed. I always tell people that budget for 2 months after your chicken start laying egg. From that point, then you know that your cash is now flowing in. So let's talk about on my farm. I have about 203, as I said, 200 chicken, and right now they are giving me about 100 190, 90, sometimes 195 per day. And I'm buying my feed, and I'm even when I'm buying my feed, even if the feed drop, or even if the egg drop, I always making profit because I am controlling my cost, and I'm selling smart. There are 5 beginners that the mistake. These are the mistake that I wanted to tell you from the beginning, that the mistake that people make. They start big, no market for the egg, poor feeding. Those are things that you have to avoid. No vaccine. You have to vaccinate this chicken. No record taking, no record keeping. In this business, I'm telling you, record taking is very important. Take record is very important. So those are the things that you have to avoid. You have to avoid as a beginner. So these are the things. So for you to start, you have to have plan. You have to plan. You have to plan to start. Start small. Start with maybe 50 or 100 or 200 according to your number. Secure your market first. Buy quality feed. Keep good record, and reinvest your profit into your farm. As you are getting profit, reinvest it in there. Buy, maybe if you know you are getting some profit, you are saving your profit, so you can maybe add more chicken. If you were having 50, maybe you can make 100. If you're having 100, maybe you can go for 200. So you reinvest your profit in there. Don't eat your profit. Don't eat your profit. And make sure you are always taking record. Record taking is very important, because if you don't take record, you don't know how much is your egg coming in per day. You don't know how much egg you are selling per day, per week, per month. You don't know your profit. You don't know whether this week you lose or this month you make profit. So it's very important to keep a record. And always know that farming is very good and is very excited if you know what you are doing. And the best things I always tell people, advise people, as you go, you read, you get information, so you can run your poultry farming better. You get information as you go, because the more you get information, the more you get the confidence to keep on going, to increase. Like for me, I started with 30. Now I'm having 203. So the next things I want to scale it to, because I'm getting more information every day. I'm learning the behavior of the chicken. I'm learning about the record, and I'm going in my next video. I am going to talk about, on this channel, I'm going to talk more about how to take a record. And also there are things that people need to know. As I've already told you, I'm running the poultry farming in Africa, Namibia, and I am living in the United States. I'll be making this video, more of the video on this. If you want, subscribe to my channel, leave the message, so I'll make more videos.